And I think we have to get our hands around that future if we're going to think about open source having a continued impact. So this speech recognition is amazing also just to think about, because it doesn't work that well. But just remember, neither did Windows 1.0. The idea of speech on a phone and a speech interface is really interesting. You've got this device, which is a sensor device. It's got a touch screen, it's got motion and proximity sensors, it's got the microphone, it's got location via GPS or cell tower triangulation. And then it takes all that data and mixes it, right, with these amazing cloud services, the speech recognition, the search, the location data. And there's a really important point here. Google is better at speech recognition than they have any right to be, because they know what you're likely to say. When you say pizza, they have this huge database of a gazillion searches that say, yeah, people are much more likely to be searching for pizza than, say, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or saying piece of, or whatever, so that sounds like. So they use the Google Suggest database to actually improve their speech recognition algorithm. And then, of course, they tie that into their search database to actually find you the pizza places. And then they actually have another database that says, where are they? Right? So, and these context-sensitive filters are applied in real time to give, the pizza eater just the information they need. And that's the shape of the future, in real time. Now, continuing on with this theme of who has lots and lots of data and what does it mean, think about what happened when Google announced free turn-by-turn navigation on the Android phones. This is the kind of stuff that you used to pay to have a GPS for, that Navtech was selling, and they were selling a $99 iPhone app for. All of a sudden, it's free. And what's so interesting is, look at all the things that were put together. Search in plain English. I can actually say, too, I mean, not just type. I can say Santa Clara Convention Center, and it'll figure out where that is and get me a route to it. It'll show me traffic along the route. I can actually search for other things nearby while I'm going along. I can see the satellite view, I can see the street view, and oh my gosh, when I actually pull up, I might actually be seeing what the street corner looks like. Again, all these cooperating cloud services stitched together to support an application of the future. So once again, I would say database. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means, right? Because it's not just the database itself, it's not just the software, it's the data that's in it that is becoming the source and the basis for next generation applications. And I started talking about this back in 2002 with the metaphor of an internet operating system. We actually had a conference called Building the Internet Operating System here in Santa Clara. Over time, I don't think I saw it as clearly then, I've come to realize that the internet operating system is a data operating system, right? It helps applications find out about people, places, things, prices, documents, images, sounds, relationships, and then it helps people to interact with them. Search, obviously, payment, I want to buy that thing. I want to actually recognize that thing. All kinds of services that are based on the actual data in those subsystems. And it does all this in real time. Really important post on this subject by Jeff Jonas, who's one of my mentors in the big data world. He's works for IBM, but just really interesting thinker. IBM did a commercial based on one of his just little thought experiments. And it was about the importance of real time. And he said, imagine if you had to cross the street based on a snapshot of what traffic looked like 5 minutes ago. Wouldn't be very useful, even a minute ago. And I think we're really getting to a world where this ambient awareness is going to have to be in real time at massive scale. And so this is the 21st century data challenge. It's not transactions, it's not data warehousing, business intelligence, it's not database-backed websites, it's not even NoSQL-backed web services. It's real-time cloud-based intelligence delivered to mobile apps. A lot of these depend on a kind of algorithmic intelligence. So that's the world that your database engines are going to need to be designed to support. You're going to have to think about that application space. And of course, many of you are, and many of the new tools that are part of this growing ecosystem around open source databases and actually just databases in general are supporting this world. But fixate yourself on that future. Realize that we're not all the way there yet, that it's going to get bigger, it's going to get faster, it's going to get harder, it's going to get more important. And there's going to be more data, more kinds of problems that can be solved, more opportunities. And go for that future. Don't build for the database world of today. Don't build for the database world of yesterday, for sure. Build for the database world that you can see coming.